Perek Bet in Shaare Bechina. Right? It says over here, Ala Sheila, on the question, Im anu mechuyavim lidbonen beberoim or lo.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's where you're supposed
Listen. נענה כי החיוב להתבונן בבירואים ולהביא מהם ראיה על חוכמה יתברך מוטל עלינו מיד השכל. והם מצד התורה. Wow, he's saying that it's a chiyuv. It's a chiyuv from the Torah. It's chiyuv from the Torah, Torah Shebaal Peh and Torah Shebechtav, to look into the creations. I want to tell you something. I'm going to prove it. He's going to prove everything. Let's give it a chance. He didn't talk yet. I want to tell you something. One time, there's a whole Gemara that speaks about an angel. It speaks about Shindalids. And I remember one guy in the class says, Rabbi, who cares about Shindalids? Who cares about the angels? Whenever we don't see an angel, who cares? Right? And it's very descriptive. The Gemara is very descriptive.
Oh, the one where they say you have this many on the right.
Yeah, it's very descriptive. And somebody asked me, Rabbi, why is it so descriptive? Why do we care how big it is, how tall the malach is, and it's speaking very, very nice about it. How tall the ankle is, how tall the knee is, like what? That's the Gemara says. Which daf, Kadash? You remember which daf? Which one?
You can say.
No, what daf? Do you know or no?
Yeah, you can say.
Which daf?
Say it.
Say it! Say, I want to see if you know it.
Just say you don't know.
Say. So what is it? What daf? Quick.
13.
What are you talking about?
13.
13A or B? Correct. All right. So it is on 13A.
I'm not going to say it's, I feel bad already.
You already took it away. so it says on 13A. And it speaks about Yud Gimel Amud Aleph. And it speaks about the exact measurements of this malach. Hayot HaKodesh. So he asks you, who cares? Well, that Gemara, we know why. But in general, it's to show you, I'm never going to see this malach. The greatness of Hashem!
That's how big the angel is.
The greatness of Hashem!
That's the answer?
Shindalids. Who cares about the Shindalids? You're going to see a Shindalid. The answer is, it's the greatness of God. Yes. Now he's going to go. מצד השכל, שערי ההיגיון נותן שיתרון האדם על יתר בעלי החיים. He says that what? הוא רק בזה שיש בו יותר שכל תבונה. והוא מסוגל לדעת את סודות החוכמה הנמצאים בכל הנבראים. The pasuk says in Iyov, מלפנו מבהמות ארץ ומעוף השעם יחכמנו. What does that mean? He says that Hashem is teaching us great wisdom just from the animals. And more than that, we have wisdom. The fact that you created as a human being, you have wisdom that animals don't have. Technically speaking, you could have been created, not joking, Hashem's created you, right? You could have been created as anything, right?
Yeah.
You could have been created like a who knows what. Right? I wasn't gonna fish. He likes the fish, yeah. So you could be created like anything. But Hashem said in His great wisdom and His great chesed that He created you as a human being with a mind. Now you got to use it. Yeah. Yeah. וכשאדם מתבונן בסודות החוכמה ומעיין כיצד היא נראית בברואים, אז יתרו על הבהמה הוא כפי מידת הבנתו, ואם הוא לא עושה זאת, הוא לא דומה לבהמה, אלא הוא יותר גרוע ממנה. כמה שהידע שקונהו וכל פעם עליו. He says, if you don't use your mind now, God gave you a mind, he says, now you're worse than an animal, because Hashem gave you such a big quality, now you're not going to use it. It's like, I'll give you an example. If you had a son, you have a son, and his grandfather left him over, let's say, $1 billion, $100 million. and you tell your son, by the way, Grandpa left you $100 million. You have millions of dollars. And you see the guy. What is he eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Carrots. You tell the guy, what you go have something to eat? He says, no. I don't have money. He says, you do have $100 million. I don't want to use it. What do you don't use it? Year go by, 10 goes by, 30 years go by, 100 years, 50 years go by. Use it! How upset would the father be? Very upset. Hashem says, I gave you the opportunity to use your brain. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Use it. How upset is Hashem? You're worse than an animal. Animal, he doesn't have a brain, so he's not using a brain. But you have a brain, and you're not using it? Lesh. Why? Like the Gemara says. What does it say? Hashem cries on a person. He has the ability to learn Torah, and he doesn't learn Torah. You have a brain. Hashem cries on this guy. Which page, Kadash? Hey? No, it's Haggah. But which page? It's Hey Amud Aleph. Hey Amud Bet, sorry. Hey Amud Bet. It says over there, Hashem cries on a person that is able to learn Torah and doesn't learn Torah. Hey Amud Bet. Why? Why? Because why are you not using the gifts that God gave you? So now, is it an obligation to look and to analyze? Just to see, you're walking around. Wow! What's the answer? Yes. Yes. Think about it. Even when a person grows hair, when he's younger, he has all like black hair. When he gets older, he starts seeing gray. Why is that? Huh?
What's the scientific reason, or
no? No.
The body can't make enough protein.
No. You know what the answer is?
I'm sure he's dying.
The answer is you could say whatever you want to say, but you analyze properly. A person doesn't live here forever. I mean, he lives here forever after 120. His neshama is forever. There's going to be tchatam etim. I'm talking about your physical body right in a second. Listen. Physical body. So Hashem says, listen, we have how many years in the world? 120 years. Imagine you have no warning. Imagine you have no warning.
For what, death?
Yeah, no, for anything. For all of a sudden what happens, you look in the mirror, I'm getting gray. What's going to be? I better what? Start making progress in this world before Olam Haba. Of course, you should do it when you have dark black hair. Yes, you should do it when you're young. You should try as much as you can. When you're young age, you continue. But it doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, whatever age you're at, make progress. So Hashem says, listen, all of a sudden he sees his first gray hair. Remember the first time you saw your gray hair? I know. Remember the first time you saw like a gray hair?
I was like eating.
Remember the first time you saw gray hair?
Yeah, here and there, like on my head.
Yeah.
Gray hair.
Not a real gray hair, but I'm saying, when he starts, guess what? It's a warning sign, Habibi. Let's get moving. So one rabbi, famous rabbi, he was in the mirror, and he had a gray beard. He says, what are you doing? He's like looking at the gray. So, Rabbi, what are you doing? He says, this is my warning sign. I'm getting old. I gotta make more progress. I'm seeing my warning. I gotta get more progress. He says, but it was been gray since 10 years ago. Why all of a sudden now? He says, no. Because Hashem makes the gray gets grayer. You know what's going on? Every single thing is a thing.
Wow.
Every single thing is a thing. And then what about the guy in the barber shop? When he took all his gray hair off, and he's sitting in the barber, and the guy's sweeping his gray hair, you know what I'm talking about, the barber? There's a lot of gray hair. And now he's in the 60s, 70s. So what's his reaction? Baruch Hashem, I got to the age that I could see all my gray hair. That's how you got to think. Because when you're using your mind, everything thinks differently. I got to the age that you could see your gray hair. It's a true story. In the bar, one guy sitting down, the guy, oh my goodness, I got so much gray. And the other guy sitting next to him says, say thank you to Hashem that you're able to be on this age that you could see the gray. You got to use your mind. So is it an obligation for us to use the mind, Stephen? Yes or no?
It's not explicitly written.
Yeah, wait, 1 second. It is obligation. Now we're going to go through it. We'll go through it. We're going to see. He's going to see now. He's not done. Because he just said from your knowledge. Now he's going from the Torah. First one was, it's logical.
Yeah, logical.
Now wait. Now he's going to the Torah. Give him patience. Patience. Give him patience. Mitzad Torah.
The question until we're done.
No, until we're not done. Mitzad Torah shebechtav. The pasuk says, "Se'u marom enechem." The pasuk says in Yeshaya, "Look with your eyes, ur'u and see mi bara ele." Who created this? David HaMelech says, "Ki ereh shamecha." When I see ma'aseh etzbeotecha, your handiwork, yareach v'kochavim asher konanta. The moon and the stars that you put, the galaxies that you put. Halot id'u, halot tishma'u, halot mugadrim yoshlachem, halot v'nechem mesud haaretz. Hechim shamu v'avrim b'bidurot. Pesukim upon pesukim. Look at my creation. From pesukim in the Torah, you have to. Tov lalechet et bet havel milechet el bet mishteh. What does it say in Kohelet? It's better to go to what? To a house of mourning if you have a choice. Either that or that. The wedding starting at 9 o'clock. The Bet Havel starting at 9. You have one choice. Better to go Bet Havel Bet Mishteh. Ba'asheru sof kol adam v'ha yiten libo. Because every human being will what? Will analyze with his brain. Time is short. Everybody dies one day. I better get progress to make sure I'm ready for Olam Haba. I'm ready for Gan Eden. Don't think time goes. What are you coming with? In Shamayim, what? Ashrei mi sheba lekan, ve'talmudo beyado. Praiseworthy is a person that comes with his Talmud in his hand. What's in his hand? You know your Torah. Praiseworthy is a person that has Torah mitzvot. He has hasadim. You will hasadim. He has hesed. He's doing good work. He's helping the people. He's praying well. Tefillot. Tefillah. Very important. Kavanot. There was one rabbi, he says, when he dies, bury him with this talit. Talit, it was getting very old. The rabbi, let me change your talit. No. This is the talit I'm getting buried with. Why, rabbi? Because this talit will testify. I didn't pray one Amidah without kavanah.
Wow. Crazy.
Could you do that?
Yeah, right.
So, get a talit, put it on. From now on, this talit, after 120, khalas. What?
You're right.
Do it.
All right, wait a second.
What? Do it. You don't believe when you're praying to Hashem in Amidah, you're praying directly to Hashem? I don't understand you. The second you start Amidah, the guy's already thinking, my stock, my this, my that, which vacation, and when do we go to Jersey, when do we this, when do we do that, when do we do this? How many years are you going to do the same thing? How many years are you going to sit the second time you start the Amidah? What are you thinking about? Every time? Shaare min hanabit. Then the guy has a seder, you know, said Shaare min hanabit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Praying to Hashem. You're praying to Hashem. It's not a joke. So therefore he's telling you that what? He's quoting Pesukim upon Pesukim that what? From Torah, from the Torah. You have to look at the creations of God and be wowed. It says, he says a foolish person walks in the dark. Why? Because he doesn't see this.
He doesn't realize.
Doesn't realize. Guys, please. Doesn't realize. Period. That's all from the Torah shebechtav. Now Torah shebal peh. Rabbis in Masechet Shabbat. Now he's quoting Gemarot. Masechet Shabbat, it says, כל היודע לחשב קודם מסעות אין מחשב עליו כתוב אומר והיה כנור נאבד דוב וחליל ויין הביטו מעשה ידיו ולא ראו ואדם לא בלעדיו מניין שחייב אדם לחשב בכתבות המזלות שמתם עשיתם כי יחמתם בינתכם לעיני העמים הששמו קוראים האלה איזה יחמה בינה זה חשבון מזלות so he says he's quoting Chazal where he's telling you that you should use the nature to help you serve Hashem. You got it? Like how do Chachamim know when it's Rosh Chodesh? Back in the day, it was through the moon. So they're using nature to serve Hashem. So you have to look at the creations to serve Hashem. You have to look at the moon to serve Hashem. Right? Meaning to say, how do you know when's Rosh Chodesh? So the moon goes, there's a certain time when there's no moon. And when the moon comes back, then you'll be able to see the moon again. So you're using it. Right?
We do that with
not nowadays. Back in the day.
Like the mazalot.
Back in the day. We were saying, you know, mazalot. We're saying people. Wow. He says even he's bringing proof that it says in Masechet Eruvin that you can learn sniut. You can learn character traits from animals.
Like a cat.
Like a cat. What does it say about a cat? A cat will never go in public to the bathroom. You ever see a cat in public going to the bathroom or no? You ever see? No. You ever see a dog? Yeah. dog. Get that saw today. I saw. Are you walking by? You see the dog going like this, right? Yeah. You see the dog, right? Is he ashamed? He doesn't care. The guy's in the middle of the street, and there's a marathon going on. You see the dog stops on the side. Oh, cover the earth. What are you doing, Gish? He's not embarrassed. But there's other traits that a dog has. Dog has kulolev. What's kulolev? He's loyal. There's loyalty to a dog, right? There's a famous story about a dog that was written down in the papers. This was a very famous story in New York. How there was a dog. He would always meet the owner at 5 p.m. at the train station. You know the story or no? Yeah. Every day he would meet his owner at the train station. Stephen, you know this?
No.
So he was so loyal to the dog. Every single day he was going. Finally, the dog didn't know, but the owner died. He had a heart attack, died one day.
Oh, wow.
And every day it was recorded that like the train monitor would see this dog at 5, and he would go until the dog finally died. And they buried this dog by the train station on the side, and they wrote like a note on top of it how loyal this dog was because there's that. You understand what I'm trying to say? But sniut wise, no, you're not learning manners from the way he goes to the bathroom from a dog, but from a cat, you can learn. You never see a cat going. You ever see a cat?
Oh, because it covers its waist.
I'm saying, let's say you don't see it cover the waist. You ever see a cat going to the bathroom public?
Never in my life.
Never in your life.
I saw one.
Once in your life.
I was in small. Looking at me, looking straight in my eyes. Small.
Who's that? Israel's
No. Okay, fine. Once in your life. You understand what I'm saying? You usually never have that. Hashem's saying, you saw my cat? No, you didn't.
Fake cat.
Exactly, it's a fake cat. Because we're learning that you don't see. Now he's saying that you do. Okay, Hashem's the guy starts sneezing. Let's go. Next.
Arayot meyonah.
Or Arayot Meyonah. What's Arayot Meyonah? What's Arayot Meyonah?
It only stays to its pair.
Yes.
One bird.
Sheena memira et ben zugah. The yonah is loyal. The dove is loyal to its mate. It'll never go with another mate. Understand? Never happen. Loyalty. Understand? Next, v'derech eretz mitarnegol. You'll learn derech eretz how to act from the tarnegol. V'gezel menemela. What is that gezel menemela? It means that what that an ant will never steal from another ant. That means ants will put a certain a scent. Let's say, for example, he's eating a piece of donut, and he put a thing. This is my donut. You could have 1,000 ants driving over that same donut and not touch it once.
Wow.
Why? Because it's already reserved for the other ant. What do you say about that?
You learn not to steal.
Not a steal. Yeah. Yeah. You that or no?
How do you want to go first when I can't go?
Steve will tell you after. Shem Fayes, it says.
What does that mean?
Fayes, it appeases. It appeases. It's helpful. It appeases. But you see,
Pretty annoying animal.
you see from all these things.
It's not.
One second. Can we finish this, guys? We see from all this instances, proofs from the what? From your knowledge, from the Torah, and from the Bavli. You should go over this class and see it. But there's proofs that you should first look into nature. You have a brain, use it for the right things in situations like that. From the Torah, it's telling you. From the Talmud, it's telling you. So there's a lot of information we get. Please review it.